a YouTube sensation turned boxer, a four-division world champion. One is a showman, the other is a legend. Two completely different worlds. But what happens when they collide? Jake Paul says he's ready, that he's here to shock the world. But Canelo Alvarez? He's not convinced, and in one swift move, he just made sure this fight will never happen. Or did he? For months, Jake Paul has been calling out Canelo Alvarez. The internet has been buzzing. The fans? Divided. Some say Paul has earned his shot. Others say it's disrespectful to even suggest it. But Paul isn't just talking. He's making it personal. He claims Canelo is afraid, that the boxing world is trying to keep him out, that he belongs in the ring with the best. But Canelo? He's not buying it. And just when the hype was at its peak, Canelo made a move no one saw coming, a four-fight mega deal. Locked in, a decision that crushed any hopes of a fight with Jake Paul. But was this a simple case of skill difference? Or something more? To understand why this fight was never going to happen, we need to understand who these two fighters really are. Canelo Alvarez, a Mexican warrior, a man who has dominated multiple weight classes, a fighter whose discipline and skill have earned him a place among the greatest boxers of all time. He has taken down giants: Gennady Golovkin, Sergey Kovalev, Floyd Mayweather. A legacy built on blood, sweat, and war inside the ring. Then there's Jake Paul, a disruptor, a social media mogul turned professional fighter. To some, he's a fraud. To others, he's the future of boxing. His record? Impressive, at least on paper. Knockouts against MMA legends like Tyron Woodley and Ben Askren. But is he ready for someone like Canelo? The skill gap is undeniable. Canelo has faced the best. He has gone 12 rounds with legends. Jake Paul? He's still proving himself. And yet, the fight would sell. Millions would watch. The question is, why wouldn't Canelo even entertain it? Some believe this wasn't just about skill. This was about power, control. The old guard versus the new era. Jake Paul isn't just fighting opponents in the ring. He's fighting the entire boxing establishment. He's exposing corrupt promoters, challenging outdated business models, bringing in a younger, more digital audience. To the traditionalists, he's dangerous. A wild card. A man who could upend the way boxing works. But does that mean Canelo is avoiding him? Or is he simply refusing to give a YouTube star the credibility of a fight? Jake Paul has already disrupted boxing. He made a fortune fighting MMA legends. He even co-promoted his fights, something unheard of for a fighter so early in his career. He doesn't need boxing's approval. He's rewriting the rulebook. And Canelo? He doesn't like the new rules. Canelo doesn't respect Jake Paul as a boxer. And that might be the real reason this fight will never happen. Not because of contracts, not because of promoters, but because Canelo simply won't acknowledge him as a real fighter. For now, the door is shut. Canelo has his four-fight deal. Jake Paul has other opponents to chase. But in boxing, nothing is ever truly dead. Money talks. And if there's one thing Jake Paul knows how to do, it's make money. The question is, will Canelo ever listen? You won't believe how this fight is shaping up. Get the full Canelo versus Crawford breakdown for September. Click this video now.